Hey anyone, I'm Hawk, and today I want to talk about gladiators.
We who are about to die, salute you!
So, there's more gladiator games out there than you may think. The problem is, most of them kinda suck. I don't blame the devs of most of these games, because usually it's a single person working with what they've got, and that's commendable, and I understand that. It's just not my cup of tea most of the time. They have charm to them, but they aren't quite what I'm looking for in a gladiator game. I often check for new or old gladiator games that I haven't heard of because I love that shit. And one day on my search, I stumbled upon a little game called We Who Are About to Die. It looked really promising, it wasn't out at the time, so I added it to my wish list. The day it came out, I purchased it, and within about 30 minutes, I knew I'd love the game. In We Who Are About to Die, you pick a randomly generated gladiator. They have different backgrounds, perks, and even debuffs that make sense for their history, like a former soldier who has an old wound that limits him in battle, for instance. After you pick your warrior, you could rename them if you want, or even give them a nickname, which I always thought is pretty cool. But once you start off, your starting conditions will depend on your background. An aspirant may have better gear, a former criminal may have just, rags and no money. It's fun to explore each start and play with whatever RNGesus gives you. The first time you make a character, you should be met with some training to prepare you for what will probably be your inevitable doom. Since you probably won't have enough to buy anything at first, it's best to just kind of jump right into a match. Matches are all random as well, and most matches are hosted by one of 4 patrons. Each patron has an opinion of you, and if you survive a match, the patron who hosts it will gain a better opinion of you, but all the other patrons will dislike you a little bit for that. You could balance this out if you're careful, and as you get up there in the rankings, you'll be able to gain more favor from every match, and lose less as well. Battles also have random factors like sometimes equipment you bring won't degrade after the fight. That's a good one I love. Sometimes, depending on Ludus upgrades or Gladiator School upgrades, you can even bring some friends with you. Sometimes the crowd will be impatient, and that means their favor and rewards decrease at a steady rate the longer the fight goes on. There's tons of potential modifiers or factors that could take place in any match. And here's the kicker. To see any information on matches, from the modifiers to the payout to who's hosting it, you need to spend fame. And once you level up, you'll be able to see more automatically, but early on, you'll have to use a lot of fame points to even know what you're getting into most of the time. This makes sense because you are inherently a slave, no matter the background, so until people know you better and you get a little more famous, you're kind of kept in the dark, like a lot of these people would have been in real life. While in the match, the best thing to do is to try and win the crowd's favor. On the left side of the screen, you'll sometimes see little things that affect their opinions, like if they like or dislike something. Or you may even see what they want you to do. Usually it just comes down to, fighting well and taking some hits, because a fast fight isn't a fun fight for most spectators. Sometimes they'll want you to switch weapons, or even throw weapons and items into the arena for a fun mix-up. Like you could bash clay jars over people's heads and shit. It's fun. But once the match is done, aside from the contractual gold and fame points, you may get extra fame depending on how happy the crowd was after the fight. Some characters, depending on their background, may have a much harder time winning the crowd over. Like hated politicians, for instance, or a condemned criminal. These types are really hard to love, so you're going to have a harder time getting the crowd behind you in that aspect. After the fight is won, if you survive that is, you'll be able to spend on upgrades and gear, with the gear available to buy getting better and better as you get more famous, understandably so. The rewards also grow as your fame does too, as to be expected. But here's the kicker. Whether it's your first fight or your 100th fight, if you die on the sand, that's it. There's no saves coming, there's no going back, there's no redos, there's no anything. If you kick it, that character is done. It may be incredibly frustrating to some people, and I understand that. It's frustrating to me sometimes too, but you kind of have to understand what you're getting into with this before you start playing it. That way it's not as, frustrating at the end, but it makes everything so much more rewarding. What's the point of winning if you can never lose? What's the point of living if you never die? It just makes it so much better. But with all this being said, why do you fight? Why are we throwing our characters into danger? What's the point, you may ask? Well, it depends. Along with the other random factors, each character you make will have his own reasons to fight and his own way of claiming victory and retiring. For some, it may be fame. For others, it may be money. Some, it could even be favor of the patrons. It all depends on what RNGesus blesses you with. Some characters are easier to retire than others. Some feel like they'll take forever. For instance, the one I'm on now, the one you see in the gameplay that I've shown, he needs 20,000 fame points and to reach the favor of 80% with all patrons. That's crazy, but I'm excited to get there, or die trying. I love We Who Are About to Die. Its physics-based combat and awesome RNG elements with permadeath make each run truly unique, and the devs are working on a pretty damn huge update coming soon, too. I don't know exactly when, but it is coming soon. There's previews for it on the Steam page. It'll improve most elements in the game, from patron interactions, random events, equipment effects and degradation, blood effects, ragdolls, general combat, betting, yes, you can bet on fights even in the game in its current state, and even more. If the game seems even remotely interesting to you, I highly suggest you pick it up. It's also like $22, so don't waste money on another AAA disappointment. Support small teams who make games that they want to play. But what do you think? Does this game look cool? Do you have it? What do you think of it? Are there other Gladiator games you love playing? Let us know down below.
Hey, thanks for watching.
Give us a like if you enjoyed it, and dislike it if you didn't.
Let us know what you think about the channel.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Tell your mom.